If you're a cat owner, chances are you keep your cat inside, and you do it for a great reason, to keep him safe. But what if that very safety comes with a hidden cost? That's what we're going to dive into.
You see your cat curled up on the couch, and you think, yep, they've got the perfect life. And for most of us, keeping them indoors feels like the ultimate act of love. But what's fascinating and a little bit unsettling is that science is now showing us that some of the biggest dangers to our cats aren't outside at all. They're actually quietly building up right inside our homes. And this leads us to what's known as the indoor cat paradox. It's this tricky situation where we're all trying to give our cats a long, healthy life, but in the process, are we actually sacrificing the quality of that life? Let's explore why a longer life doesn't always mean a better one. And look, it's totally understandable why we make this choice. I mean, the stats are pretty compelling. An indoor cat is safe from cars, from predators, from a ton of diseases. They can live significantly longer, and that's a huge motivator for anyone who loves their pet.
This really lays out the trade-off, doesn't it? On the one hand, you have all the obvious pros, the very reasons we keep them inside. But on the other, you have these hidden cons. And this isn't just some theory. It's what veterinary behaviorists have been calling a silent epidemic for years.
So, what exactly is this hidden problem? Well, it actually has a name. It's a scientifically recognized condition, and understanding it is absolutely the key to unlocking a happier, healthier life for your cat. Let's get into the science of this silent stress. It's called environmental deprivation. And put simply, it means all of your cat's incredible natural instincts, the software that's been perfected over thousands of years for hunting, climbing, exploring, it's all just sitting there, unused. Their world shrinks, and over time their brain literally begins to starve for stimulation. So what does this brain starvation actually look like? Well, when your cat swipes a cup off the table for seemingly no reason or scratches the furniture? The American Association of Feline Practitioners is clear. These are not acts of mischief. It's your cat trying to create any excitement in a world that's become way too predictable. These are cries for help.
Let me tell you a story that really brings this home. It's about a cat named Luna. Now, on paper, Luna's life was perfect. Loving family, soft bed, great food. But slowly, her owners noticed she was just fading. She didn't want to play anymore, she was hardly eating, and she'd spend hours just staring at a blank wall.
Her family just assumed she was getting older, but the vet ran some tests, and the diagnosis was a total shock. Luna was chronically stressed, not because anything bad was happening to her, but because nothing was happening. Her world was so safe, so predictable, that her mind was effectively shutting down from the sheer monotony of it all.
And Luna's story is not that unusual. Cats are absolute masters at hiding stress. So, the key is for us to learn their secret language. Do you see your cat licking the same spot over and over? Crying at night? Eating just because they're bored? Every one of these is a quiet little whisper telling you, I need more for my world.
Now, hearing all this might make you feel a little bit guilty, but that's not the goal here. Not at all. The goal is just awareness. You've already given your cat so much love and safety. Now it's just about adding another layer, opportunity. So let's talk about some really simple ways to bring their world back to life. It all comes down to a concept called enrichment, and we can break it down into 4 simple but super powerful strategies. This is all about recreating the essence of the wild, but in a safe, controlled space.
First, and this is a big one, simulate the hunt. Your little fluffy house cat has the brain of a top-tier predator. So when they stalk and pounce on a toy, their brain isn't thinking, this is a fun game. It's thinking, I am a successful hunter. I am alive. It's incredible, but just 15 minutes of this a day can literally lower their stress hormones and rewrite their biology for the better.
Another powerful tool we often forget about is scent. I mean, get this, a cat's sense of smell is 14 times stronger than ours. Their whole world is mapped out in smells. So when you bring in something new and safe, a little catnip, silvervine, even just a dried leaf from outside, you're not just giving them a new smell, you're opening up a whole new universe for them to explore. Take the story of Milo. He was in a great home, but started doing really weird stuff like chewing on power cords and licking the floor. A behaviorist figured it out. His world was static. It never changed. The solution was so simple. His owners started hiding treats for him to find, they rotated his toys, and they did those quick hunt sessions. Within weeks, the destructive behaviors vanished. He wasn't a bad cat. He was a desperate one. All right, so you're doing all this great stuff, enriching their world, and you're seeing real progress. But there is one huge mistake that so many loving owners make right at this point. And it's a mistake that can undo all your hard work and even break your cat's trust. It's so tempting, isn't it? You start to think, well, maybe they need the real thing now. Maybe they need to feel the grass. It feels like the natural next step. So you open the door, just a crack, to let them explore. And that's the mistake. Because what we see as freedom, a cat can experience as pure, overwhelming terror. Forcing them to explore is one of the worst things you can do, because their brain will forever link that feeling of fear with you.
Vets have a name for this: spatial insecurity. A cat's entire sense of well-being is tied to knowing its territory, every sound, every smell, every escape route. When you suddenly plunge them into a huge, unknown space, their entire internal map is shattered. Their system is just flooded with stress.
And this isn't something they just get over. A cat's memory of fear is way more powerful than its memory of play. Neuroscience shows that a single bad experience outside can negatively impact their behavior for up to 5 years. So the rule is simple: never, ever push them.
So when you put all this together, it really changes how you look at the bond with your cat. It's not just about cuddles and affection. It's about a deep kind of respect. Respect for that wild creature that we've invited into our homes. So let's talk about what that really means. I think this quote just says it all. For a cat, trust isn't earned with forced pets or snuggles. It's earned when you become a predictable, safe presence in their life. When you respect their boundaries, they learn that you are a safe space.
There's this really beautiful concept in feline behavior called mutual silence. It's that moment when you're just quietly sharing a room with your cat. You're not talking to them, not touching them, just existing together. In that shared stillness, they feel seen, they feel understood. And that's where the real connection is forged. So, we end on this question. Your cat already trusts you completely with its safety. You've already done the most important thing. The question now is, can you trust it with its own wildness? Can you build a world inside your home that honors the wild instincts it still holds inside? Because at the end of the day, a safe cat is great, but a safe cat that also gets to be a cat, well, that's a truly happy one.
Before you go, remember this. Your cat is doing something right now that most owners completely miss. At Feline Frontier, we don't just share cute cat facts. We uncover the hidden meanings, the quiet signals, and the strange behaviors your cat uses every single day to communicate with you. From the sounds that instantly calm a stressed cat, to the tiny habits that prove they trust you, to the mistakes that silently hurt them more than you realize. Everything here is designed to help you understand your cat on a deeper level. So if you've ever looked at your cat and thought, "What are you really trying to tell me?" You're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Feline Frontier, because the next video might explain something your cat has been waiting years for you to understand. See you in the next frontier of feline truth.